Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, and part 10. That's right, we've hit double digits of my Clan Eshin Campaign. Last time, we ended up in quite a nice little position. As it turns out, we've kind of got this corner over here, we've got this corner over here, and Queek, our erstwhile, I'll call him an ally, but really he's more sort of like a rat shield, is currently keeping our enemies at bay. At least, sort of. I mean, as soon as the dwarves turn on him, I don't know how well that's going to go for him, but he should do okay, I hope. Anyway, meanwhile, we're thinking about maybe killing Grimgor. Grimgor, that seems to be a large amount of very small green things you have. You don't like small green things. You like big green things, not the small green things, but you've got a horde of little green things. I don't think that's going to do particularly well against flame cannons. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. I think you still have your war, don't you? So why don't you have a war? Not 100% sure. Anyway, now Grimgor won't give us military access, and as such, if we try and pass through his lands, he's just going to declare war on us. So my plan is basically we just kill him. I think we just sweep in and we knock him out, because that seems like the easiest thing to do. I meant to do some renames, and I said I'd do renames last time. Guess what? Forgot. Although I did remember to tax my provinces. That's right. It does happen occasionally. Not the renames, though. So, we've currently got Deathmaster Snikch's army in sort of dry dock. Except he's by the coast, so wet, moist dock. He's moist. He's moist, but we're going to get him some more rats who will also be moist. And then we'll have a couple of moist rats to send against Grimgor. Good. And I have done some rename settlements. I meant to do the renames, and then I completely forgot about it. So, and I started recording, and I can't be bothered to go back and re-record this. So fuck it. We are doing a little bit of raiding here to get some food. Food is looking actually pretty good. We've been doing some good stuff there, so that's fine. Ulysses is just raiding Grimgor. That's obviously going to annoy Grimgor a bit, but fuck him, basically, because the fact is he will probably end up at war with us at some point, because he doesn't. Well, Queek doesn't like him. Grimgor doesn't like Queek. At some point, those two are going to fall out. We have an odd aggression pact with Grimgor, though, don't we? So I should probably cancel that. Okay, well, the war has failed. Unsurprisingly, Scheif is back and ready for duty. Excellent. He is our Deathmaster Snikch's understudy. Right, now, we're going... Now, here comes the fun. Now, all right, actually, first, before I do anything else, let's grab the Tower of Bloody Tooth, because that's going to give us a little bit of extra income, which I'm all about. So let's do that first. Okay, now. Right. I like the Eshin Triad, so we're going to get one of them. Then we're going to get... we're going to have at least 6 of these guys. I want some slingers. Maybe I want one less. Do I want 4 and 4? Okay, let's do. I quite like the slingers. I don't know if they're as useful as gutter runners, but they're kind of more situational. Plus, if we don't have any front line, we kind of need to be able to run away, don't we? Which slingers struggle to do. So maybe we just want to go with the gutter runners. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Where is Lurk? Lurk is on his way. He's going to go and help bolster the army. And there we go. We have no money because we've spent it all. But let's just keep assaulting dwarves, because everyone likes it when we assault dwarves. Apart from the dwarves, but no one cares about them. Oh, we don't have any... Right, just keep an eye out, basically. I want to know where everything is. I want eyes. I want eyes and ears. What do your little rat eyes see? I ask. Also, we don't have enough money to recruit more... Like, we can still recruit 2 more assassins. I'm fairly sure I've got more assassins. Where are the little buggers? Oh, Telsian's over there. We can't assault the garrison, so we're just keeping an eye on Kazakarak. Obviously, if we can take Kazakarak, that'll be a win. If I get the chance to confederate with Queek now, I think I'll take it. Once he's dealt with Karak Zorn, he should move... It depends. If he loses a lot of armies very, very quickly, he'll likely, you know, lose his nerve and confederate with me. But Ulysses, I'm just going to continue to raid Grimgor's territory, mostly for the extra food, and partly because I just kind of like it. And we're going to bring... Oh, is it Uberscythe? Upscythe? Yeah, I'm going to call him Goggles Rats, because that's what he looks like. Goggle Rats. Good, that's Goggle Rats. Goggle Rat is going to build me some cities. That's what he's going to do. And also I need to keep an eye on Clan Scryer. If they start getting in trouble, I need to confederate with them. We lost the chance to confederate with Clan Pestilence. Unfortunately, they died before they would confederate with me. Sometimes that happens. If they die in one fell swoop, it's a bit of a problem. Okay, Kazakarak grows ever stronger, and a Clan Pestilence contract has arrived. So, they want me to... Right, you want me to be nasty to Clan Scryer, you want me to be nasty to Clan Pestilence. Fine. I can do that. Plus that's 10 food. If I do this, will that... Okay, let's send Shife to do this one. That's fine. And then we'll send you to do this one. We're going to send Vermich. No. Toxide? Who the fuck's Toxide? I don't know who's who. Are you in the army? This is what I need to check, because I don't know who's in the army and who's not. Right, Toxide is in that army. So, I don't want to send him to do that, because it will send him off the map. I should have done renames, because I have no idea who's who at the moment. Vermich and Gara are in the armies. So, I could set... Not you, because you're quite... I could send Telsin, can't I? Because, to be honest, assaulting Kazakarak, as much fun as it is, isn't actually that useful. So, where's Telsian? Telsian, there you are. Right, go and do that. I just want all the food, basically. I just want all the food. There we go, bosh. And we've got some more cash as well, so that's all good. Where's Lurk? Lurk's still miles away.
Sneaky infiltrator.
Come on, Lurk, hurry up. We'll be finished recruiting soon. And then what? Eh? Then what? Then what do I do? Kill Grimgor is the answer. Okay. So. Let's do... So we're going to have... So we need to get 19 units in here, because we're obviously going to have... if we do that, so we'll have 4 units of Eshin Triads, we'll have 4 units of the Death Runners, and then a whole host of Gutter Runners and other shenanigans. Or do we just want 3 of each and then more Gutter Runners? I mean, Gutter Runners do kind of make the world go around, don't they? Okay, let's do that. We can get Lurk in here as well. What do we need to do for this? Have 3... Oh.
Lord of the Assassins.
Which is fine, because that's going to be 3. So we'll actually complete that quest as well. So actually, look at me. Look at me completing quests like a mother chuffing boss. That's a lot of stack of dwarves that we have here.
Kill their scouts.
So basically, we're just going to keep assaulting them, doing bad things to them, all that kind of good or bad stuff. Goggle Rats. You need to sneak through these lines. Getting through Dwarf lands is going to be tricky. And then you'll be in Empire lands, and they're also going to want to stab you. Basically, I'm going to be sending you into very hostile territory. Super hostile. Have some more herbs that I'm going to use with finger quotations. Delicious, calming herbs. Thyris is back, and raring to go, and we have exotic martial arts, so more ranks for assassins, and we have completed this quest, which is very nice. And now we have win the following battle with Deathmaster Snikch's army, the Cloak of Shadows. Word has finally reached Snikch of the Snitch of the location of the traitor's hideout. It's not far away. The sneaky filth dug out a mountaintop cavern. This is very clever, as when looking for Skaven, no one thinks to look directly upwards, but disloyalty begrets further disloyalty. A deserter scurries back to us, telling us exactly what we need to know. He warns us that the traitor has called upon some powerful allies and will soon head out to meet them. This would be a good opportunity to ambush them and eliminate the new allies ourselves. Okay. So that's fine. Let's get
Clan Eshin assassin in.
Let's get Lurk in this arm. We've got a Molder contract.
Chief assassin.
Okay, that means we can actually head out and do that now, I guess. Let's teleport over. Oh, really? Okay, let's give Deathmaster Snikch the Banner of the Deadeye. We're going to put the Drummer, because that increases melee attack and defense and base weapon damage. We're going to put that on the Pocketax Treasurers to boost their melee attack even more. The Banner of Vermin Ascori. You know what? I'm just going to whack all of the nasty shit on my. I'm sort of tempted by the. If we put the Banner of Swiftness on Deathmaster Snikch, he has a speed of 70, which is fucking ridiculous. Plus, he never gets tired, and he is Strider, which is pretty good. I'm going to put the Banner of the Deadeye on Lurk, I think. Let's do Lurk. So basically Lurk will blind everyone that gets in his way. Okay. Let's go with that.
Eshin move unseen. He who steal takes my things will soon be cut, sliced into giblet bits. Yes, yes. Snikch always gets his mark. Thief cower hides with his rattling minions. Thinks he can escape my attentions. No chance. From the shadows I will emerge. Ambush, slay his patrols first. Make the thief easier to kill. Yes, yes.
More things.
So, there's kind of a problem here, because Srick, who is our Warlock Engineer, is the only one of our entire army that the AI can see. And so because of that, they will spawn their clan rats directly on top of him, which makes the rest of my army visible. Now, we've got a couple of patrols we need to deal with, both of which can now see us, thanks to Srick. Thank you very much, Srick. Never mind, but they've got a lot. I mean, look at this red outfit. I love this. They look fantastic. Absolutely fabulous. So we've got a couple of patrols that need to be dealt with, apparently, and then we've got a main force that needs to be dealt with, and apparently we've had warnings that there's Dark Elves around, and there are indeed Dark Elf camps littered around this corner, so we can assume that there's probably going to be some Dark Elf reinforcements arriving at some point, especially because the objectives say defeat the Dark Elf reinforcements. More clan rats being spawned in, but quickly being dealt with by our gutter runners, and of course Deathmaster Snikch and Lurk, who has arrived to help out as well. Kind of like the Batman and Robin, if Batman and Robin were evil and stabbed people a lot. So here comes the first patrol. It feels like they tried to sort of make almost like a real-time strategy kind of. I don't know if this works. I mean, I guess this is spoilers, but I didn't really enjoy this quest battle all that much. So apparently that one poor clan rat got his head chopped off. Just. Instead of the warlord, which I guess is fine. The rest of our forces sort of hanging back, keeping an eye on what's going on just in case. The enemy knife the lethal. That's a name, isn't it? Lurk and Snikch dealing with, well, everyone basically. I feel like I don't probably need help here, to be honest. I think they're probably fine. The warlord is getting riddled with shurikens. Deathmaster Snikch comes in to help out. Lurk coming in as well, and yeah, that warlord is out of here. He is gone. We've summoned, I say summoned, we've spawned in some clan rats to chase off the poison wing globadiers, because poison wing globadiers are actually quite nasty. Actually, you don't want them chucking. I mean, now, this is again one of those moments where actually this is probably better for the AI than it is you, because obviously, usually you're going to want your poison wing globadiers to be behind your line so they can't get. Yeah, there's more clan rats being spawned in, and we're going to deal with these poison wing globadiers. So normally you don't want your poison globadiers to be on the front lines. However, the AI doesn't care, right? It will just create numerous stacks with poison wing globadiers in them who will sacrifice their lives to do as much damage to your army as possible. Now, normally, the poison wing globadiers are often a double-edged sword, because they will chuck their little poison wing globadiers, and the likelihood is, if they're chucking them into combat, they are going to hit your units, and they're going to be as bad for you as they are for the AI. However, with the enemy AI, they will tend to just like do a lot of damage to you just because they can. Also, we've summoned in some clan rats here and dropped the Eshin Clanstone, which has done some damage. The Eshin Clanstone doesn't seem to do an awful lot, I'll be honest. So the other patrol is advancing, and we're shooting them full of stuff. We're disrupting them, trying to make sure those poison wing globadiers can't open fire on us, and indeed they cannot because they're being knocked around. Meanwhile, Deathmaster Snikch and Lurk have decided to charge straight towards the enemy army, because I'm fairly sure they can probably deal with it. Now, my main issue here is going to be units of Skaven that run away and then come back to fight. Like these guys here, right? These clan rats. They've mostly been dealt with, but they've actually... they've rallied, they've come back. They are now going to be a continuous pain in the arse. Deathmaster Snikch using the Wind Blast there to great effect, doing quite a lot of damage. That Wind Blast can be very, very effective. Going to try and hunt down his erstwhile rival, who is Garrot the Thief. I mean, here's where the Poison Wind mortars can actually be quite useful for us, because they're going to be dropping Poison Wind on their own units. That's going to do a lot of damage to them. It's not going to do a lot of damage to Deathmaster Snikch. Also, Lurk is currently being pummeled by some big muscular rat men. He probably enjoys it, so I wouldn't worry about him. Our gutter runners just chasing off some poison wing globadiers, but maybe what I should have done is left a couple of units like chasing after them to hunt them down, because what's going to happen is they will start rallying and start causing me a major pain in the ass. Mortars also raining down fire on top of our death runners, which is unfortunate. Our Eshin sorcerers chucking fireballs. I like having two Eshin sorcerers. I don't need two Eshin sorcerers, but I just like having them. Both fireballs hitting short of where they should do, but never mind. Deathmaster Snikch is hacking his way through these lads. He's actually fairly good in a melee. Lurk, on the other hand, not doing so well. Lurk is a little bit surrounded. He's taking a lot of damage, and we do need to get some units in here to help him if we can. The enemy general is actually making a run for it. He has done quite a bit of damage. I mean, the Eshin Master Assassins are actually very, very nasty. They've got a very, very nasty missile attack, and they're quite nasty in melee combat as well. So we're going to chuck shurikens at him until he pisses off. So this battle is a complete mess. There's stuff all over the place. Deathmaster Snikch is continuing to hack his way through all of these clan rats. We've managed to get some support in for Lurk as the Eshin Triads and the Le Grand Fromage move in to engage the Rat Ogres. So that's going to be... they're going to be dealt with fairly easily by those lads. And this is why I quite like having the Eshin Triads in here. Like, they're just... it's just a nice to have, right? I'm not going to rely on them, but I do think they have a place. So our gutter runners now overrunning the enemy forces. A little bit of lag there. FPS dropping because of the sheer weight of numbers. I do actually... at some point, I do want to pick up a new PC.
No matter.
I'm looking at the 380. I'm looking at the 380. Although the new Radeon graphics cards were announced. So maybe, you never know. I know, look, surprise, surprise, the Dark Elves have arrived. So he spawned the Eshin Clanstone on top of them. That's going to be doing a little bit of damage to him because he's doing Just draining their health a little bit. It's not doing too much, but it is something. There's a couple of units of Bleak Swords, an enemy general, a Beastmaster. There's a wizard as well. And this sorceress actually has some spells on her. She's got a bit of shades. Now, this made me think, actually, because... And a blood rat reducer there. Because it's very rare that you come across any enemy casters with any actual spells. Is that just me? Like, I legitimately cannot remember, like, the few times when enemy casters are actually a problem. It's few and far between. It's usually when there's, like, a legendary lord who is a caster. More often than not, the enemy casters just aren't an issue, because they just don't really have any spells. Deathmaster Snikch chasing after his rival. I'll be honest, his rival is not a patch. So currently, our gutter runners are all kind of clustered around because I've not done anything with them. There's a few death runners being dealt with by the Eshin triads, and I think it says combat even, but I think we're winning that fairly handily actually. And here come the Dark Elf reinforcements. I mean, there's not many of them. They're moving quite slowly as well. I do like the Beastmaster though. I mean, I mean, he's got the London look, hasn't he? Look at him. Look at that eyeshadow. Amazing. Mwah. I mean, you know, he's wearing it, but he's owning it, and I can appreciate that. Meanwhile, our forces are chasing after what remains of... these mortars just getting a few shots in, but it's doing quite significant damage to us, which is kind of annoying. So we're going to be chasing those guys off. Chasing these guys off, making sure they get out of here. You know what? I actually quite like this map. Like, more of this. More of this kind of map, please. I know this is a quest battle map, but, you know, could we not have this for normal maps? We have it in Troy. Maybe for Warhammer 3. Ciaplers. So here comes the Blood Rack Medusa. Slithering towards us. And, she's going to be spotting the Ixcha's Triads here, who are, of course, the mirror duplicate of the actual Ixcha Le Grand Fromage. That's how you can tell the difference. And they are being hit by some spells, which I'm like, that's okay, because they are, of course, the duplicate, so who cares? Here comes some fireballs. Carving through the Dark Elf forces there. Getting quite a few kills. And that sorceress is casting a lot of magic on top of these Ixcha's Triads. The Blood Rat Medusa fire is really nice. It kind of has this kind of like nice sort of blasty effect. Oh, does that not feel good? I love it. So, Mara Dark Path running in there. The Blood Rat Medusa hanging back, getting some shots off where she can. They haven't spotted our main force yet, and the Gutter Runners are rushing back to help out. As are the rest of our forces. Of course, Srik is the only one they can see at the moment. Well, apart from, of course, the Triads, who are now dead.
The enemy is revealed!
Yes, so now they've spotted us.
Our foe is revealed! Enemy units were hidden! Hidden enemy units!
Here they come.
Allies are weak! Concealed enemy units! Hidden units!
So we're going for the dual vortex.
Revealed!
And that... See, this is why we have two sorcerers. And then the Gutter Runners moving up to riddle the enemy general with shurikens. We also need to deal with the Blood Rack Medusa, who is nuking our forces quite... I mean, that's just wiped out 2 units of Dark Elves. We also need to deal with Mara, because she's going to be casting... Yeah, she's going to be sucking off a lot of our Gutter Runners. Oh, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Get her, lads. Deathmaster Snikch chasing after. I mean, she's not wearing very much, so she's not going to be difficult to kill. The Blood Rat Medusa, though, knocking Lurk out of the way at the last... Oh, no, it's Deathmaster Snikch at the last second. Lurk coming in for the assassination, stabbing her in the back. Deathmaster Snikch finding his footing again, coming in. And down she goes, off with her head. That's for sucking us off. The Blood Rack Medusa charging directly into us, but then immediately running away. And there's a lot of shurikens currently being lodged in the back of her head. Off you go. Don't come back. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy that quest battle all that much, to be honest. Normally, they're generally okay, but yeah, that one, don't know. Don't know. Okay, do I want the food? It's only 2 food, isn't it? May as well replenish my forces. They didn't take too much damage, but it's better than nothing. And we get the Cloak of Shadows, which gives more melee defense, less enemy hero action success chance, more ambush success. Not that we need more ambush success chance, you understand, but and we also get the passive ability, the Cloak of Shadows, which is a constant debuff around Deathmaster Snikch, which is quite nice. So there we go. I don't know what you had beforehand, so I guess that's fine. Sorry, I really need to give you some sort of hidey thing, because the fact that you can, it kind of feels like he turns up to the battlefield by himself, you know? He like turns up and the enemy's like, it's just the one guy then, is it? Okay, I guess open fire on him then. And I feel like he's in a bit of a rough spot, isn't he? He's in to be fair, he's a little bit of a rough spot. Maybe we should give him the Hell of Discord to help out, because God knows he needs every bit of help he can get, really. Sure. I mean, why not? Why not? I mean, really, I wouldn't have him in my army if not for the fact that he gives us more ammunition, which is really useful, and ballistic calibration, more missile weapon damage, all that kind of good stuff. Basically, he's a very, very useful agent that I want in my army. Just so happens he's the only member of my army that anyone can see when the battle starts up, which is a bit of a problem. I mean, for him, mostly, but there we go. Let's go. I mean, more speeds. More spread corruption. Let's go with Skit Elite. That is something we can use to at least try and hide. It doesn't last very long, though, which is the only problem. Let's go with something like that. And, I mean, it's not much, but move over there. Perfect. Okay, now we've got 2 armies up. We've got 21k in the bank, which is a fair old chunk, fair old wedge of moolah. So we can do some upgrades. We can upgrade this to rank 5. There we go. Yes, we want to upgrade the food building, Cursed Jungle. Yes, let's grab that one. Okay, good. You know, we're upgrading stuff. Once we've got a good, the nice thing is, once you've kind of got a nice big infrastructure up like this, like we've got some good provinces there under our control, if we want to then expand, it's very quick to build up. So if we want to take the Plain of Bones here, then it's going to actually be, we can upgrade that nice and quick, especially because we've actually got the Fortress of Vorag, which is the main settlement in the province. And also Skaven Corruption here will help with, it won't help with our public order, but it will help with getting those clan rats to spawn during a battle, and they are an excellent distraction. Don't tell them that, of course. Zap Spark. You, I guess, continue to assault. You failed. You failed. Fucking rubbish. Meta Stone. Don't let me down. Meta Stone. Okay, do we have... I'm surprised dwarf armies aren't moving in this direction, to be honest. I thought they would be. Maybe they've fallen back? Maybe they're going for Ashridge Mountains. Who can tell? Basically, I think Grimgor's on the way out, because it looks like Cetra's taken up position. He still does have that Ekrund, but Cetra's taken up position in Galbaraz. The dwarves have captured most of the northern Badlands. So he's kind of over here and a little bit down here. Now, obviously, when we declare war on him, that means Queek is going to be at war with him as well. So I need to be a little bit cautious. I do... Now, Queek, can you... Take Karak Norn, for the love of God. Just hurry up and do it. I've got other things to be doing, rather than waiting for you to do shit. Okay, Ulysses, you come over here. Be a little bit careful. We are at war with the dwarves, I think. Hero action cost reduction. I'll take that. Are we at war with the dwarves? No, we're not. We're not actually at war with the dwarves, despite the fact that we've been, assaulting the shit out of them. The Wood Elves have started confederating. They're doing things I don't really care about. Triven's back. And Clan Modz is mobilising against that settlement. Well, fucking hurry up.
Master assassin.
Okay, Goggle Rats, you're going to go over there. It's an army heading down here. Let's bop them. Just do as much damage as possible. Right, Deathmaster Snikch is on his... Well, do you actually have any stuff? You don't. I mean, we don't have an awful lot, but you can have that. Income from sacking settlements, not the worst thing to have. He's a stealthy scourge as well, because he liked assaulting people, didn't he? He was quite good at that, to be fair. I think Carrick Zorn's going to be a tough nut for Queek to crack. We could do some sneaky stuff to try and like cause, like, we could do incite a riot. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. Because Thyra's going to do it. Yeah, let's, like, not sure how effective that's going to be. It does instantly reduce their public order down to -100 and spawns a rebel army. With any luck, that will cause them some issues. The fact they've got 2 armies there suggests it's not going to be too much of an issue for them. But we can, but... Ooh. Gorfang, Grimgor and Wurzag on the attack. Mostly with a horde of goblins. I guess they're kind of scraping the barrel for what they have available to them. It doesn't look good. I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look good for them. Considering we've got both Thorgrim and Grombrindle kind of either side of that pass, which means their replenished assault on the mountains, I think, is going to end in complete, well, a goblin genocide by the looks of it. Jesus, absolutely devastating. I mean, when Grimgor does die, we could then just grab Ashridge Mountains and Darkhold, like, immediately. Just, like, slide in there, take both of those in one turn.
Snikch, master of death and kill, hear you speak.
Malekith, have you only got 1 settlement left? Who the fuck owns all this? Who are you at war with? Clan Rictus, Clan Eshin and Harganeth. So... Fuck me. What? Jesus. I'm gonna say no. But who the fuck owns all that? Wow, I'm super interested to find out, like... Is this ruins? Has Tretch taken over the whole of Nagarond? Huh. Interesting. Hello? Hello there? Okay, they're laying siege over here.
Call me Deathmaster.
I suspect... I mean, you never know. Well, I mean... Because we're kind of like... raiding them, Grimgor isn't going to like us. So we do in fact need to cancel our non-aggression pact. So let's do that. Let's have a look at the contracts. So you want to piss off Clan Scryer. You want to piss off Clan Moors. I mean, I guess I'm not too against that. We could just get more assassins, couldn't we? We could just recruit more assassins. That seems like the obvious solution. What I really should do is, like, mark assassins that I don't really care about. Like these guys, Engine Bolt the Dominator and Arkling. They can be my, like, little gopher rats. So I can go, like, okay, go and do this, and I don't really care what happens to you. Don't come back without the food.
Stalk them, yeah.
So, we're kind of balancing this quite well at the moment. I'm pretty happy with that. We could spend 20 food to do this. So let's send Arkling to do that. So, can we do something down here? Snikch contagion stops recruitment, reduces growth, causes attrition to local forces in a province. I mean, that doesn't sound like the worst thing. Is Shife available? No. So we could do that to Karak Zorn. That would then help Queek deal with that problem. Because it seems like, I feel like without me down there to help him, he's going to just stare at them for 50 turns. And that's going to tie up his armies, which is going to be annoying to me. However, we are going to want to kill Grimgore, so... Not that... I'll be honest, killing a horde of goblins is not going to be particularly tricky. I don't... Like, this is the problem when I have too many agents. I genuinely cannot be fucked to move all the buggers. They're all over the place. It's generally fine. I'll worry about that in a minute. It's okay. Thyrus is back. Good old Thyrus. Okay, I'm going to assume that Grimgore's armies are pretty fucked. Oh. Are you actually at war with the dwarves or not? No, you're not at war with anyone. You're not at war with anyone. What, has Queek done anything? Is he just getting slightly closer?
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Yes, I guess I do. Thyrus, you can spread corruption. As is your wont. Trivan, right.
Now they'll see.
I don't want to betray... Now, I don't want to betray Grimgore, because if I do that, basically... Even Queek will be like, ooh, that's a bit rude, despite the fact that he's a rat and should just be kind of expectant that that would be what I would do. However, food is now in an excellent place. If we can get more food, of course, we can upgrade these settlements to max rank ASAP. So we're just going to do some raiding, because that's going to give us some food and upset Grimgore, of course, but who the fuck cares about him? I mean, we could declare war on the dwarves and then just, like...
Kill their scouts.
Just bop their armies, but that might help Grimgore. Might not be the worst thing. That'll do. Okay, you come over here, but you're basically scheme bait. Now,
You what?
does this have a full garrison? No. Come on, Queek. This should be fairly straightforward.
Machines and sorcery.
Admittedly, that army is shit, so... Fuck knows. But I guess that means I could probably, like, do this, right? I could do the Sewer Pestilence. And I could do that. He'll be out for 5 turns, but... Apparently he's also going to damage Clan Modz. Never minds! Never minds. Yeah, you. You're up. I mean, I don't really need you to do anything, but there we go. Right.
I am a rune lord, not some smith.
Is that a good idea? Oh, holy shit! That does a lot of attrition damage.
Don't think so.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know. So if I need an army or settlement deleted, then that's the scheme to use. Oh, Shife is back. Lovely. as a Telsian. So that means we can get rid of you, Nameless Goon. Get Shife back in there. Shife has picked up a skill point in the meantime, so we can get Infiltrator. Now, a rebellion popped up, smashed Astridge Mountains, and so now we can go in there and grab that one. I'm going to make it rank 3, just for shits and giggles, because I can. Let's go with Rattling Warren. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And a hidden lair for our boys. Let's go for an inspiring presence for Ulysses. Now, it does look like the dwarves are moving on Grimgor. Oh. Pestalost. I don't know who that was. He had one fucking job. Oh, Grimgor's actually managed to take some territory. Holy shit, it did cost him most of his goblin army, though.
Ready to kill.
And is Thorgrim still down here? Yes, he is. However, we are beating him up. So I might actually... I'd be more happy with kind of keeping this... As long as Grimgor's attacking the dwarves, I'm fine with that. I mean, ultimately, eventually, he'll want to try and, you know, retake the stuff I've taken off him, but... tough shit. Do I want to jump over the mountains, or shall I just chill out here for the moment? If the dwarves take Mount Greyhag, we'll go over and take it and declare war on them. I would like to take Crookback Mountain, because apparently there is a strategic location there. So I would quite like that. Where's Goggle Rat? There he is. He's slowly meandering his way towards Blackfire Pass. It's going to take him quite a while to get over there, though. In fact, I could maybe like drop an Undercity in Kazakarak just for shits and giggles, because it's going to take him more than 10 or 15 turns, is it, between Undercities to get all the way over here again. So maybe pop one there as like a freebie, and then we can, you know, it's going to take us a little while to reach Kazakarak, in my opinion, unless the dwarf resistance like just drops immediately. Are they laying siege? They are laying siege. They're taking attrition, but so are the dwarves. I guess I'm killing dwarves. Admittedly, I'm killing a lot of rats and, you know, my allies at the same time, but if that's not Skaven, I don't know what is. Shife, you just chill there for a minute. How's the public order here? Not very good. They're going to have another rebellion very soon, and they have no defences. Scribe contract received. Whip the breeders. Seems a bit mean, to be honest. Okay, so the dwarves have taken Mount Greyhag. Grimgor still holds Darkhold, but it is going to rebel next turn. And then, of course, because they have no defences here, it'll get raised, and then I can just take it. So, in fact, I may as well... Let's just make sure that happens. Telson's going to go in there, just give him a little assault. Just help our cause. Let's bring Thyrus over here to this pass, just to keep an eye on any potential attacks coming in that direction. Let's go and assault Black Crag for no particular reason. I just kind of fancy it. And we're going to go and set up an Undercity in Kazakarak. Expand the Under Empire, Goggle Rats. Expand my... Well, I say expand. I mean start my Under Empire, because I don't currently have one. Okay, looks like Queek's fallen back. Mostly because all of his rats have died. I blame everyone but myself for that, personally. I don't think that was my fault. I mean, I didn't know what would happen.
Kill their scouts.
I'm just doing lots of agent actions. Which is good for me. Srick, you have leveled up. Good. Let's give you ballistic calibrations so you can buff up the reload skill of all of other units around you, which is going to be quite nice for our gutter runners. As long as you're nearby, of course. The problem is they can run faster than you can. But then, if we give you some, like, nice tanky equipment, then maybe you can tank stuff while the gut runners shoot the things that are trying to kill you. That seems like a plan.
Can I help you?
Well, yes, you can die.
Master of Death.
So I'm waiting for Deathmaster Snikch to come back. We can upgrade this and this. I want to just continue to assault you. I mean, we could go and take Mount Greyhag. This is going to rebel regardless, right? So I could actually, like, hop over here, hit the dwarves,
Clan Eshin assassinating.
and then I can send Ulysses to go and grab Darkhold when it inevitably rebels.
Whispers on the wind, blades in the dark.
Yep, hi, you want a peace treaty? Nope, no peace for you. I'm hoping Clan Scryer wipes you out. I didn't get a rebellion here. And they have
Ready for bossing.
started recruiting, which is unwelcome. Okay, there we go. We can assault the garrison. That works there. We've also got... they've actually managed to take Carrick Zorn. Perfect.
We talk instead
Oh,
of fight kill.
would you?
How
Could
can
you?
we best serve Clan Wars?
Do we do this? I feel like we do. I feel like we do. Oh, no, he's not going to do it. Okay, what if I give you some money? Oh, that makes it worse? Oh, I did... Right, offer payment. That's why. Okay, I will join your war.
Yes. Stop! No.
I think if he, yeah, he's very clever. I think if he loses some armies, okay, I'm not overly worried about that. It would genuinely create more problems for me than fix anything at the moment. So let's not worry too much about that. However, this is an entirely separate problem. I was hoping Deathmaster Snikch would be back before this, but he's not. So we're just going to go balls to the wall. You know, do I call my allies to help? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to. Well, it doesn't... It says not good. But I think that's because of the artillery. But then the only thing they can see is Srik, which is bad news for Srik, because it means that all of the artillery is going to be focused on trying to kill him. But good news for everyone else in our army. But that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.